Today we celebrate the Epiphany of the Lord. The word Epiphany comes from a Greek word epiphania, which means showing, display, manifestation. Today's celebration, the Epiphany of the Lord, therefore, is about Mary showing Jesus to the Magi. The Magi, wise men from the east, had been searching for a prophesied new king who would be born in Judea. When Mary showed her little baby Jesus to the Magi fell down to worship Jesus. How did the Magi find Jesus? The Magi found Jesus by reading the book of creation and by listening to the book of sacred scripture. Reading the book of creation and by listening to the book of sacred scripture. Since creation is so vast, what did the Magi read from creation that pointed them to Jesus? The Magi read the stars since wise men in ancient times were known to be astrologers. In ancient times, astrologers discerned prophecies by looking at the stars. The Magi believed that the constellation of the stars indicated that the time had come for a newborn king of the Jews to be born, since they had seen his star at its rising. At the time of Jesus, there were prophecies outside of Judaism that a future Judean king would rule the world. For example, the ancient Roman historians Suetonius and Tacitus both refer to an ancient prophecy of a ruler or rulers, plural, who would come from Judea and eventually rule the entire world. Knowing of these prophecies and believing that the alignment of the stars in the sky indicated that this very important king would rule the world had been born, the Magi traveled directly to Jerusalem, the capital city of the Jews. There in Jerusalem, the Magi asked where this newborn king of the Jews is. Jewish priests and scribes, versed in scripture, then quoted from the prophet Micah, who prophesied that this future Jewish king would be born and come from Bethlehem. The Magi then left Jerusalem and upon leaving saw a star that mysteriously moved through the sky until it finally rested over the place where Jesus was and where Jesus had been born. Since stars cannot intelligently choose to move across the sky, was this bright light in the sky really a star? Or was it something else that looked like a star? According to some church fathers, this star was not an actual star, but rather an angel that appeared through the form of a bright light that looked like a star. This interpretation makes sense since frequently, as Brant Petrie comments, angels are depicted in Scripture as stars. Most of us will likely not see an angel as a miraculous light moving through the sky, giving us direction in life. However, may we believe more deeply that these intelligences that do not have bodies are present and encompass our world. Among these separate intelligences that were created with no bodies, some are fallen, demonic, and want to deceive us with false promises of happiness, that like shooting stars or fireworks vanish, leaving us feeling empty, frustrated, and miserable. Other intelligences, the angelic intelligences, want to lead us somewhere, to give us direction in life by leading us to the most important person, Jesus, to the Christ child born on Christmas Day. Jesus alone gives us lasting joy and peace because Jesus gives us ultimate meaning, purpose, and direction in life. May God bless you all.